Hi guys, a short update on Bitcoin. We've been following Bitcoin here for the defense line. That's what I called my defense line here. And so it touched it here. That's in July 21, a year ago. Then we went all the way back. And then here lately, we have been touching the defense line a lot. Everybody was thinking, okay, this defense line is going to keep. And as I said in my previous videos, when we break this channel, we will probably go to 23. And if we break it upside, then it was probably we were going to go to 35. So we broke down and not a bit, as you can see now. Let me zoom out a little bit. So we broke through the support line, but especially this blue channel of mine here. And I even have drawn a new channel here. I will try to make it a little bit better. This is a provisional one because I don't have enough of data to really draw a channel yet, but it's just visual to show that we're really going down in a quite quick way to probably the 23, this new support, because if we zoom out a little bit, then we see here we have a support and here we have a support. It is possible that it goes to 20, this support, but or around this area, but we will have to see. The observation that I did is that I originally had this line and this line, so like a pennant, a very large pennant, then even a secondary pennant here. But what I was thinking from the beginning that it could go to 35 and then come down. What happens now? It didn't make the channel, broke through, and it's going down right now. But that doesn't mean afterwards it could go and test this test line to then go even to 20, for instance. Keep that in mind, that it's always possible. What do you have to look for? It's actually my buying rules for minimum loss risk, and that's always the same. You have a major trend line, you let it go down depending on your strategy, of course, and you track it down, as I always say. And so here, as long as it doesn't go up this trend line, I wouldn't even bother. Of course, this is the pennant, the bottom of the pennant. It might be on the short term, you can do nice trades, of course, but then you have to know what you're doing. But more on the longer term, if this turns around, then it could go up. If it breaks this line, it needs to go above this higher high. It has to have a higher high, and then we can talk a little bit further. But the absolute breakup is this trend line, of course. The only downside is if you have to wait until this breaks, then you lose this bit of percentage, of course. It depends on what kind of strategy you're forming. If you're really working the long term, then you can DCA in a little bit here, and even for maximum 30 to 50% of the capital, because it could go here and even lower, you never know. So always keep minimum 50% of your capital until it breaks through, and then you can have another view on it. When you really have confirmation with a higher high and a retest on trend line, then you can add 2 positions. This makes sure that you, at a certain point, when it's always going down, because we are in the real bear market now, that you don't all of a sudden don't have cash anymore, and it keeps on going down. So at a certain point, or you put your stop losses at strategic points, or you keep your entries up to 50%, for instance, until you break really out, and then you start adding 2 positions. It's all about strategy and what kind of strategy you are following, your situation. So there is no one cookie cutter strategy for everybody. That is not possible. So that's what I wanted to say. So we are down probably to this region or to the test of this trend line. I started it here and then I touched it here. And as soon as, because this is really a pennant, so if this touches, then it could even go down lower. So be aware of that. So the best thing to do is to do not catch this knife if on the somewhat longer term. First it needs to break upwards. That's what I wanted to share. I will give you some updates soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.